Hello, I'm John Pendleton, Janie's husband. This is breakfast, Janie's gluten-free pancakes. This is the Ninja mixer, but you can use any blender that you'd like. You have some of the liquid and some of the dry ingredients you put just in a little container. So a half cup of milk of your choice, and we use the lactose-free milk. 1 egg, 1 heaping tablespoon of brown sugar, and 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And we're going to blend this. Once it's thoroughly blended, kind of shake and make sure there's no butter or anything left in there, and it should be nice and creamy. You put this in a cup. If you blend it in here, it gets stuck to the bottom blades and things, and you can't use the mixture. This makes it all stick together. This is xanthan gum. You use a half teaspoon of xanthan gum. This holds the mixture together. You have a stir spoon, and then you're going to blend in the flour. Now this is Janie's gluten-free mixture. She'll have to put the link here for her flour.
I'll put it right here. I'll put the link right there. These are my favorite gluten-free pancakes. Now can you tell them where you got this recipe?
We used the Betty Crocker basic recipe in the book, in an older book of Betty Crocker, but we had to fine-tune it for the gluten-free flour and stuff. So.
Yeah, this is a really good gluten-free flour mixture that I made up.
We just added 3/4 of a cup of Janie's gluten-free flour. Sure that it's a consistency that will actually sit in the pan and not just run all over the pan. So it will make a nice pancake. I take the spoon and I put it in there, I pour it in there, and I take the spoon and kind of smooth it out to make it rounder. It has a nice consistency. So that's a good consistency. When I'm making the gluten-free pancakes, if you get the skillet too hot, it'll cook the outside and not the inside. You don't want that. So I always start with a cold skillet. And I just give myself some batter. Then I use the spoon to make a nice circle. So you make a nice circular pancake. It's got to be thin or it won't cook all the way through. Just take a little spoonful and then even it out. And you can make a big one and a little one. Instead of starting too high, which will burn the pancake, I always bring it down between the 3 and the 4. And I start with a cold skillet. And that gives me time to kind of even out the pancake and also allow it a little bit more cooking time so it won't burn the outside and the inside won't be done.
Well, what happens when you put these on a plate and you get more pancakes? Then you're starting with a hot pan.
Well, you got to watch your next pan. And a lot of times I take it off of the stove to get started.
Okay.
Because it just is too hot. It just
so you let it cool. So you let it cool a few minutes before you start again.
Yeah, I'll let it cool, and that'll give me time to redo the pancakes.
Okay. So it takes a little longer to cook the pancakes from the cold stage, but that's your secret for making the gluten-free pancakes. Now, this is not recommended for regular pancakes, but just the gluten-free to help them get done. That also gives this time to let those flours soften up, and that's always my secret to really soft gluten-free breads and things, is to let that flour soften before it's actually cooked.
Once they start to bubble, you give it a flip. Me too.
Okay, so I'm going to try my gluten-free pancakes. Ready? He's got strawberry pie filling on his. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Oh my goodness. And I want you to see these pancakes, how nice and fluffy they are for gluten-free pancakes, and they are not gritty. And then he got himself an egg and a little whipped topping I put on his. And then I have an egg as well. Eggs are really good in vitamins and protein. I mean, they're just really, really good for you. So if anybody tells you not to eat eggs, I lost 32 pounds eating eggs. So I'm just saying, eggs are good for you. And my cholesterol, I got my cholesterol tested and it was really, really low. So maybe it's just my genetic makeup, but eggs are good for you. They really are. They're an incredible edible egg. And then here's my pancakes, my gluten-free pancakes. So now I'm gonna give this a taste.
It's very good.
Now, what do you think about gluten-free pancakes? Would you eat these over regular pancakes, or
I can't tell the difference, and they're fluffy and nice and good. I like them better, actually.
You're right. Strawberry. I love strawberries, and this is that time of year where we're getting into strawberry season. And of course, you know me, I love my blueberries. Blueberry muffins, anything. Okay, so that's it. I hope you've enjoyed coming along with us again for breakfast. This is another one of our breakfast episodes. I promised those of you who wanted to go gluten-free that I would show you some of my gluten-free flour recipes, and I have 2 of them. I posted one of them earlier in the video when he was making the pancake mix, and then I'll post the other one here at the end of the video. Just go right there, and I don't know if you can see my finger wherever it's going, but go right there and hit that video, and that's my basic gluten-free flour mixture, which is really good with like gravies or fried chicken, chicken strips, things like that, fried foods, and some baking mixes. And then this one right here has got a little bit of the sweet rice flour in it, which makes it great for like muffin mixes or biscuits, bread, sweet breads, pancakes, waffles. I mean, just about anything you can make with this other mix. And so far, this other mix is my favorite mix so far. This mix right here is my favorite one.
Good.
Okay, so that's how you make gluten-free pancakes. Blessings.